We are going to about the second poem, The Little Busy Bee. This poem was written by Isaac Watts. Answer the following questions. Who is the poet speaking about? The poet is speaking about a little busy bee. Why does the bee sit on the flower? The bees sit on the flower to collect the honey. How does bee build her cell? The bee built her cell skillfully. I would be busy too. Who does refer to? The I refers to the poet. What does sweet food mean in the context? In the feed, in the sweet food context, sweet food means honey. When does Satan manage to work through? The Satan manage to work through when we are idle. C2. Pick out the best alternative for each of the following statement. People like the bee because option C. It's work hard. Second one. And labors hard to store it well. The honey. C3. Read and discuss your response with your partner and write. Why does the poet call busy? The bee is always working. It spends each shining hour and makes the good use for it. Every day it's gather honey from the opening flower. So poet calls the busy is bee. Let me first year be past. What does first years refer to? First years refer to the early years of a boyhood of the poet. B. How does the poet want to spend his first year? Poet want to spend his first year in books or work, health, play. C. Why does he want to do so? Answer for C1. He wants to do so because after his first years he want to work hard and give the account of his work on his last day. Third one. How can you say that the bee is intelligent and clever? The bee skillfully builds her cell, it neatly spreads her wax and labors hard to store it and makes sweet food out of it. That is why bee is intelligent and clever. What is the admirable about the work of the bee? The bee is always busy, it works hard, it is never idle, it uses every hour for its work. Therefore, we admire its work. Why does the poet want us to be like the bee? The poet wants us to be like the bee because we must always busy like bee and we should never be idle. Sixth one. Why should we not keep ourselves idle? What will happen if we're idle? If we were idle, Satan finds some mischief for the idle hands to do. Seventh one. What is the message of the poem? The bee is always busy. It builds a hives very skillfully and stores sweet honey in it. Like the bee, we must to busy and always do useful. This is the message of the poem. Eighth one. Which lines do you like the best in the poem? Give response in your choice. I like the lines how skillfully she builds herself with the sweet food she makes. I like these lines because poet describes the hard labor, cleverness and neatness of the bee. After such hard labor and it gives a sweet food. Ninth one. Pick out any rhyming word in the poem and add more words. Our flower, sell, well, fell, tell, skill, still, bill, till, play, every day, may, pray. Thank you for watching.